Alright, we are finally here for the season, well, the bit that everyone's been waiting for, well, I should say, 14 teams have been waiting for. The NFL playoffs, it's finally here. We got 14 teams in it, and there'll only be one by the end of it who's the winner. Anyways, I'm doing my prediction. I think I did a prediction video last year of who I thought was going to win, and guess what? I got it right. I got it right. I got that prediction right. But anyways, I'm doing a prediction video today. So, I'll get more closer so you can hear me more clearly. You can see who I will be supporting for in these playoffs. You should probably know that by now because that's what my whole content is pretty much for the time being. And I'll be probably disappearing until the NFL off-season. Free agency will be happening, or I'll come up with something else. But we still got ages way before I disappear. So, but anyways, I should stop rambling on and talk about who I have. So, first of all, we're going to go from AFC to NFC. So, all these games are going to be pretty close, in my opinion, but we'll see. With the first game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. Who do I think is going to win this? Could Pittsburgh come up with a big upset against the so-called hottest team in the NFL? I don't believe the Buffalo Bills are the hottest team in the NFL. They have not looked good at all. Josh Allen is just meh. People will put him in the MVP votes. But let's be honest, Josh Allen isn't really that good. He's a good quarterback. He's probably up there in top 10. You can have him in top 5. I like Josh Allen. I don't find him too bad, but I don't think he's good enough. Will this be the last playoff series we'll see with Stephon Diggs on the Buffalo Bills? Gabriel Davis, most definitely. But who I have coming out of this game? Buffalo Bills. Unfortunately, the Steelers, they might surprise anyone, but they don't have the man himself, the guy who probably should win Defensive Player of the Year, T.J. Watt. He's not playing. They've already ruled him out. He'll probably miss the fucking season. I mean, not season. Playoffs. He'll most likely miss that. So I have the Buffalo Bills winning against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's do a score prediction. 27-14. Buffalo Bills win. Alright, next game we have the Kansas City Chiefs, my team, versus the Miami Dolphins. Yes, Tyreek Hill's home welcoming game. We did play the fucking Miami Dolphins early in the season where we won, 20-14. It was a low-scoring game. It's probably going to be another low-scoring game because it's going to be cold over there. I predict that Kansas City will beat the Dolphins, I believe. It will be another close game, won't be a shootout because it's going to be cold. I believe Mahomes is going to fucking go into ultra instinct mode because it's playoff time. And Mahomes comes up big in the playoffs. He could be down and he'll still come out and win. But with this receiving core, not too sure. But I still believe the Kansas City Chiefs will win fucking in a low-scoring game, 14-13. We'll win by a point against the Miami Dolphins. Alright, we have the Texans with CJ Stroud, who's most likely going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He deserves it. He's been fucking absolutely a gun this season. Carolina Panther fans are probably punching themselves in the face for absolutely not picking him. So is the front office. Versus the Joe Flacco-led Cleveland Browns. You wouldn't think Joe Flacco will be leading this team. You would think it's the massage man himself, Deshaun fucking Watson. Is that how we say his name? Or Massage Watson, whatever he is. Fucking, it doesn't matter. Because they got Flacco Mania. Flacco Mania is running wild. And who I reckon will win this? I reckon the Browns will be too much of the Texans. Fucking Myles Garrett on that defense, wrecking havoc. They got a very good defense, the Browns. I reckon they will beat the unexperienced fucking Texans, even though both teams are pretty unexperienced. Browns haven't made the fucking playoffs since Baker Mayfield was there, I'm pretty sure. Alright, next round, we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs, who I think will win this. These games are always played out. It's always close between these two. We played them earlier in the season. The fucking Buffalo Bills. Oh yeah, I won't talk about the fucking Texans. They'll beat them. But Buffalo Bills won with a unfortunate fucking offside by Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney was offside. But I reckon the Bills, not unfortunately, they will lose to the Kansas City Chiefs in another close game. Let's say the score will be 24-20. Kansas City beats Buffalo Bills once again in the playoffs, and the Bills go home with questions about how they will come back next season with their off-season, with heaps of players going and probably retiring and all this other stuff. So we got now the fucking Browns versus the Ravens, and this might shock you, but I got the Browns beating the Ravens. Ravens have looked good all season, but for some reason, I feel like the Cleveland Browns know how to play the Ravens for some reason, and I feel like Joe Flacco is going to have so much on him, he's going to come out and beat his old team that he won a Super Bowl with. So now we get on to the AFC Championship game. We got the Cleveland Browns versus Kansas City Chiefs, and unfortunately this is where Flacco Mania comes to an end, with Kansas City winning a fucking another AFC Western Championship. So they move on to the Super Bowl. Now we move on to the NFC, the least strong conference, but they got some good teams that can absolutely make it. So, first of all, we got the Packers versus the Cowboys. The Packers against the Cowboys are actually 9-1 in the past 10 games. But unfortunately, unexperienced Packers team, a very young Packers team, but they will show promise coming into next season that they ain't a team to be mucking around with. Unfortunately, they will lose to the Cowboys. And I believe the Cowboys will win. I reckon the Packers will hang in there until probably the second half. They'll probably hang in there, the Packers. Jordan Love will pull something out of his ass and hang in there until halftime, and then the Cowboys will absolutely just be like, alright, it's time to stop mucking around and beat them. Let's just say 30-14. So we got now the Rams versus the Lions. This game is probably one of the most anticipated games. We got Matthew Stafford. I think he's gone back into Detroit. And fucking Jared Goff playing against his old former team. Will the Lions have a curse? Will they break that curse? They finally have made the playoffs in fucking 20 million years. But unfortunately, Matthew Stafford is going to ruin it. Be his former team. Make a lot of fans in Detroit very upset. But Matthew Stafford is going to come out and beat his former team in absolutely, probably the best game that we're going to have in the playoffs. The Rams are going to win with Puka Nacua going absolutely bonkers. Probably racking up 200 yards. And the Rams will win in a fucking 27-26 game. Alright, now we got a shocker right here. We got a shock. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia has not looked good whatsoever in the past couple of things. They've looked awful. Their defense is awful, apparently. I have not been watching Eagles games, but I've seen it and I've heard it. They have not been good. They have not looked like the same Eagles team as they did last year. And unfortunately, Eagle fans, you're going to lose to a team that is led by, probably, you could have him up there as comeback player of the year, Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans is just going to tear that team to shreds. I don't know who's going to stop fucking Mike Evans. Mike Evans is fucking up there. He's underrated. He's a very underrated fucking wide receiver. I don't know why many people do not put him up there in top 5 conversation as a wide receiver. There's a lot of good wide receivers, but he should be up there. You could have him in top 5. He probably won't make top 5, but he should be in conversation as the top 5. But I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I know Eagle fans, you won't like that, but unfortunately, your team isn't looking good at all, and it's going to really hurt you. So, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning fucking 27 to fucking 14. Let's go 20. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will beat the Philadelphia Eagles 27 to 20. Alright, now we move on to the Cowboys versus the Rams. Unfortunately, Matthew Stafford, you won't be making it to another Super Bowl, buddy. The Cowboys will beat the LA Rams. I reckon that defense will be too much to handle for the Packers. Dak Prescott will absolutely go bonkers. Probably, he has to, for them to win. And I believe the Cowboys will win 33-27. Alright, now we got the Bucks versus the 49ers. The 49ers are going to win. The 49ers are probably one of the best teams in the NFL. 49ers will just absolutely fucking maul the fucking Buccaneers. Buccaneers will look good for like a quarter or so. But then the 49ers will just absolutely roll them over and beat the shit out of them. I believe the Buccaneers will only get a couple fucking touchdowns, maybe 2. And the 49ers will put up like 6 touchdowns. Brock Purdy, system QB. But everyone's a system QB when you're in the Kyle Shanahan fucking led offense. Now we got another good game. Cowboys versus 49ers. This will be a shootout. Dak Prescott versus Brock Purdy. This game is going to be a fucking shootout. Promise you that. Fucking both teams have got good defenses and good offenses. They got very good. CeeDee Lamb, fucking, will he be enough to beat the Pushy's team? We'll see. CeeDee Lamb is up there as another top wide receiver. But unfortunately, Cowboys, it's just not your year. And all your fans will go absolutely crazy. The 49ers are just too strong. Too big, too strong on both sides of it. So I've got the 49ers winning 30-24. So 49ers make it to the Super Bowl. Now we got the Super Bowl rematch that happened, what was it, 2018? 2020. Fucking 2018 was Mahomes' MVP season and introduction. So 2020, when the COVID fucking happened, right before the COVID happened. So we got a rematch, and unfortunately, the 49ers will be losing once again to the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, making Mahomes a back-to-back Super Bowl champion and a back-to-back Super Bowl MVP. Kansas City win. Yes, I'm very biased because Mahomes is going to lead the Kansas City Chiefs, the worst looking offense Kansas City Chiefs have looked in fucking years. He will lead them to another Super Bowl, back-to-back Super Bowl champions. We will all be going, oh, we shouldn't knew. And Mahomes' GOAT status will even move up more and more because he led a shit fucking Kansas City offense to a championship. He's going to put his team on his back and he's going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, or well, men, I'm taking this team. This game is over my dead body. We are winning this. So Mahomes, once again, goes in to wherever they're fucking playing. Where is it? Las Vegas? Somewhere? Fucking, who gives a fuck where it's played? Mahomes wins the Super Bowl anywhere he plays. But yeah, that's my prediction. Kansas City win the Super Bowl. Mahomes wins his 3rd ring. And we'll all live happy ever after. And then Kansas City go in to the off-season. And they get And then they start, oh, fuck me, let me do that. Kansas City go into the off-season and get another wide receiver, or a couple wide receivers, and then the league is fucked again. Kansas City had a down season in the offensive thing. Next season, we're coming back for 3 times. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. We won it last year, we're going to win it this year, and then we're going to win it 3 times in a row. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, it's been your boy, Bo. And you want to give it to me, Chiefs fans? How about those Dreams?